All right, that looked very professional. Did that?
Professional, that wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Down like that.
Yeah.
Welcome to what are we doing? Couch potatoes.
Couch potatoes, home and away. yeah. So you didn't know we were going to do that, did you?
Weren't it?
Yeah.
I've changed my mind on that.
So
Where are we?
they've ruined it now. They've done.
We're at the exciting
People
goal.
didn't know they were there. Yeah, we're at the excited goal. We've got
Go, girls.
Gemma, Georgia, and we're just going to find out a bit about them, their backstory of how they became cafe
Cafe
connoisseurs of Hebden Bridge. Yeah.
You're cafe number one at the moment. How did you get that? How did you get so you've gone from 0 to boom, right up?
Like literally, you just landed and went, and I went, oh, I'll shut my cafe then.
Wow.
No,
We all need keys cutting, etc. Don't we?
in fairness, whose idea was it?
Mine.
Gemma's
Right.
I was going to do it on my own.
Right.
And then I persuaded Georgia to quit a job and do it with me.
Yeah.
Am I right?
So how did you
you work at a Cafe Calais at some point?
I did, but not Hebden Coffee Calais.
Halifax.
Coffee
I used to
Calais.
love their
Love
chicken
that.
sandwiches in there.
It was really good. It was my favourite job ever. Yeah.
Hardest
When I was
one,
like, well, obviously. When I was like 18 for about 5 years, yeah.
What year was that then?
25 years ago.
That was 20 years.
Oh, here we go.
No, you're not.
19 years ago.
19 years ago. Do you know what?
That's sad.
I reckon I probably came in when you were working in there then.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I probably did. Yeah, I used to go in every week in there to have like,
It was nice.
nice.
It was
It was
really
good.
nice
Yeah.
outside bit and stuff.
So how did you meet?
Oh God, we were working with
Working with
Fox in
Oh, right.
Richmond. How long ago now? About 15 years ago, I bet. I was about 15, Gemma were about 20 when we met.
Letting everyone know that you're a bit younger
Yeah,
than
yeah,
Gemma.
oh,
we're
yeah,
on
you're
there. Oh,
right.
good with
That's why I'm boss.
that. Oh.
She can beg. Honestly, she can. She don't want it.
Yeah, worked at Fox in Rippenden.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Oh,
So we met in hospitality.
yeah, like 5 years.
Years.
we were-
And then we just stayed really good friends since.
You just clicked.
Yeah.
A bit like me and
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah. I regret it. So
I regret it all the time.
You think it's just an act?
The Fox in Ripon. I had a New Year's Eve party there once.
Yeah,
it
we
used to
probably
be
worked there.
booming.
They were banging there, wasn't it?
It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was really good.
It was, yeah.
What are you interviewing? We're having a bit of nostalgia. What we're doing?
Bit of both. I think they're stalking me actually.
Yeah.
But it has been a massive success, hasn't
Yeah, it has, like,
it? It appears to have been.
way more than we thought. To be
I
fair.
think-
Like, I don't know what we really expected.
No, it's hard because we, to be fair, we actually planned it for years and we ended up
Yeah, we
just
did.
waiting for the right
That's right.
place to come up.
Sorry, my dog's
He's all right, isn't he?
Oh no, it's fine. I think that was so two places fell through.
Yeah, so we actually went on a course to learn more about the business side. Because obviously we both worked in hospitality and stuff and kind of knew how that ran, but never been a business owner.
Yeah.
So we went on a course at Limine. But then after the course, it was about 2 years where it before
2-3
we actually
years, yeah.
found a place.
Right.
But we were dead set on Hebden.
Yeah.
So it took a long time. So we went on a course, did a lot of planning.
Yeah.
Looked at,
COVID actually allowed us to plan. I know it sounds silly, like why would you want to even plan to open a business with
Yeah.
COVID?
oh, it was
But because
of COVID,
obviously
though, wasn't
we
it, why we
had-
did it?
Yeah, no, our jobs, we hated our jobs even more after on the back of
Because we
COVID.
worked, well, I
Like, we
worked
just,
at home
yeah,
the
it was
whole
just
time and I was just
very corporate jobs we had before, and we were so miserable. Like
It
literally
just-
Friday, we hated it. It was awful. And then we were like, do you know what? There's more to life than this.
Yeah.
But this surely is harder work than doing a corporate job, but it's more fun.
No, it's different. It's so different. Obviously, it's.
You both fit into it, don't you?
It's
As though you've done it
harder.
forever.
I don't feel like
It's
it
in,
isn't.
like-
It isn't because I enjoy my life.
Like, you never
though.
switch off.
No, yeah.
You're
Oh, yeah.
always working.
Everyone
Always
in
worried
business
about
does that.
something.
Yeah. You're always stressed about something. You're always worried about something. You're always waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning
Thinking about like,
the
whoa,
fridge.
the sofas.
Like,
Somebody's like, quick, we need to put a sofa somewhere. But literally,
Dread coming to work.
literally did. No, I don't.
No.
Never dread coming to
And
work.
like we
I love
both
it.
said, like, did we close? Well, we didn't close at all, did we? The first year we did
No.
like Christmas. We closed Christmas Day, Boxing Day,
Yeah.
And
and,
we
and then we came straight back. And then when it got to January, everyone was like, "Oh God, back to work," and we were like, "Smug."
Yeah.
Really
Like,
smart, 'cause
we're
they don't
already
have
back
that
at work.
anymore.
And that's the
Love
thing,
it.
isn't
So,
it?
yeah.
That is the thing about like,
Yeah.
and this is the thing about podcasts. We're like obviously introducing different people of Hebden Bridge to potential customers and
Yeah.
just, you know.
It is an amazing place, Hebden, though, because obviously we're from around, we're like from near here, like more Sorby
like
Bridge,
out.
Ripondon, but
Yeah.
like a bit further out. But I think with it's like a proper little family, and I love
Yeah.
that. That's exactly what
I think we've been really
Yeah.
lucky that most of our regulars are locals.
Yeah. Well, I
Like,
I
we
think
don't
it's a
rely
real
on
local
nice photos.
scaffy.
Yeah,
we
You've
don't
seen
rely
so
on
nice
nice
for us
tourism,
as well.
which is good.
Yeah, well, I was 2 minutes ago, I was sat in shoulder just waiting to come, and I was chatting to a guy at bar, and he said, "Oh, where you going?" And we were telling him. He said, "Oh, I've never been in there." I said, "You didn't go in?" He said, "Well, every time I go, it's packed."
So we can't get
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
And he's a local lad.
And
He went to school with me. And
Oh, really?
yeah, he just
So it is good, and I know when I come past in the morning, you get all like a lot of the people who are dropping the kids off at school. That crowd, which
yeah,
used to be in other places, all seem to come here now.
Yeah, it is. We are very lucky that we. I don't really
We've
know
just
how it
been-
happened.
I think
I don't know.
we've really tried on the prices as well and like quality. I think the main thing as well, like you can really overcomplicate things. I think so.
Yes.
Like even just getting really good bread, good bacon, all like locally sourced, good eggs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and
Yeah,
really
you
good
don't
coffee.
need to go,
You just
like,
can start
really
with the
fancy. I think if
basics.
it's good
Yeah.
and consistent.
Well, I think as well, you've got a menu which is manageable, because I walk in places and they've got these massive menus,
yeah.
it's
and I go, "How are they going to make all that
Yeah.
good?"
No, I'm the same. If I go in, I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
overwhelmed because there's too
Yeah.
much choice. And also, how can you do all of that well?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You better
Yeah.
like.
I wondered how you did half of what you did in the other
Do you know
place.
what? In
It was
our
like,
restaurant,
I got that.
I'm like, how did we
It
do
was
that?
mad. It was
How
mad.
did we do that? Because the weirdest part is obviously like, I know it sounds stupid, but like the amount of shelves, like it makes me happy when that got built. I was like,
Yeah.
the shelves.
Yeah.
And then, but we filled it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, how did that fit? What?
Because you've been that big
Yeah.
a success that you had to move to a bigger place, really, didn't you?
Yeah.
But
When
I
this
think
came
it's
up.
good that it's not too much bigger because I wouldn't want it to lose its feel.
You've not
'cause
lost that
was the
vibe, have you?
No,
No, and that's what we're like. People keep saying you need a bigger place because you're still full. It's like, yeah, but we don't.
I think that it
We
then
don't
would
want a
lose
bigger
it.
place.
And I think
I used to fit out restaurants and stuff, and I've been many family-run places where they're like, "Oh, we want to do this, we want to do that," and you're losing the feel of it. And I've
Yeah.
seen many go under afterwards because they've tried to go quite,
Too big.
like
Like
corporate,
commercialised,
yeah.
and then instead of that,
well, you'll end up losing the face as well, don't you? It's
Yeah.
like when we
Well,
come
that's
in,
the thing,
you
like, if you're in
one
the
of you
back
two's always
kitchen or
there,
whatever, yeah.
and you always always say hi or whatever. And
That's why we chose
yeah.
to also cook out front, not
Yeah.
in the back part.
Yeah.
Mainly.
Like,
Because it
we
does-
don't want to be stuck in the back.
No,
No.
we like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like,
Mostly,
Yeah. Well, I do notice you get a lot of men in here. I wonder why.
It's Christian.
Ah,
yeah.
I tell you what, your coffee's good. Isn't it? Who's that guy who does barista thing?
Oh, Ben.
He's brilliant.
Ben's very good. They're all really good,
Yeah,
actually.
they
Do you
are.
know what? We've been really lucky to find good baristas because it's
Yeah.
bloody hard to find them.
well,
Who
with you, so.
cares?
When
as
you're
much
so
as-
busy, you don't have time to train someone to like that level. So yeah, we've been lucky that they all
'Cause they care, don't they?
genuinely
You
want
can
to
tell.
do that as a
Genuinely
job.
care.
It's not just because in hospitality, a lot of people are just there because it's like I just need some money.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
hard.
quite easy to find work in hospitality.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been lucky that
Do you know-
they all want to do that.
I want to watch this, mate. So, like, when you start this, you two started this because obviously you like each other's company and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're never together now.
Yeah,
Very rare.
Yeah.
Very
But
rare.
then-
And also, do you miss making the coffee?
Yeah,
Because,
I
like,
do. Yeah. Do you
like
know
for
what?
me,
We're opening this Sunday and
Yeah,
I'm
we
on
are.
coffees and I can't
the
wait.
coffees, the coffees.
wait.
My favourite part of any of
Same.
it
I
was just getting that
hated
coffee
cooking.
perfect.
I'm
You know?
not a cook. I don't.
You-
George has taught me.
You must have struggled to have a few
To do so.
favourite bits then, because your coffee weren't that great, right?
The coffee was good, mate.
When we were shot, I always came to you for a coffee.
I know you did, and we helped each other out. That's how we met, innit? It
Yeah.
was,
Coffee was good.
it were, you know,
His hot dogs weren't great.
my hot dogs were brilliant.
They weren't, were they? Did you have one of them hot diggity
No,
dogs?
because he's
No,
short.
because he was always sorry.
They were always shut, weren't they?
He was short by the time we.
Yeah, by the time we
The
we
thing
were doing
is, by
7
the
days
time
at
we
a
knew
time.
about it, we were working 7 days,
Yeah.
and we closed later.
Yeah. Well, you
We
weren't.
never
Well,
offered
you,
to run us one off.
you've set,
Did you
you've
not-
set
did
a
you-
business up and then went, I'm going to go and stay at home.
Do you notice, Scott, that
Yeah, I do
they're
that.
closing?
She did, yeah. But she wanted Christmas off, and I said there were other ways around it, but she just didn't listen to me.
Oh, we've got a great idea. Let's open a business and have a child at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that
Well, you
was-
might as well
it
pile all agony on all at
True,
once, haven't you?
That was not planned.
It was a
2 months after we opened.
Big up, young George.
Big up.
You
King
are
George.
loved.
Yeah,
King
2 months in.
Great name.
Is that when you
as well.
found out you were pregnant? 2 months in.
2 months in.
In the
So
shop, which is
in the
really
shop.
cute. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, do you remember I think you should go get a pregnancy test because you were on about it. So
Kept
she
throwing up on
went.
scrambled eggs.
Yeah, she did.
No, do you know what? I don't
She
need to touch
actually-
this. I was very lucky that I had a
She's
very good
fine.
pregnancy and could work all the way through. It's
The
the truth. We
trooper
had no staff.
works. Yeah.
So
What, 5
it
days
was- it
before
was-
you gave birth?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's a trooper.
Yeah,
It was-
I remember it was mad, and then you just disappeared for a bit.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it was weird. I can't remember, like, I think I blocked it out.
Well, it was funny because
Well,
you were
yeah,
just
'cause-
like walking around like in a daze, going, "I
Was
must do this now,
Like,
and
in
I
a
must
way,
do that now."
I was
Yeah.
a new mum. She
Yeah.
was more sleep deprived.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Crying in little
So what are you doing tonight?
Yeah.
Go to an wholesaler.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, because the thing is, over there we have no storage either.
Yeah,
so
no,
it's
no.
like
It was
quite
like
regular all these
constant,
trips. Like now, we don't have to do that half.
It's funny. I
because
just
we've got
see
storage
a gold beetle going up and down the road, mate.
constantly.
Constantly.
Constantly, yeah.
Actually, it's a nice car, that. I like that colour.
Yeah.
It's not gold.
I go bronze.
Bronze.
Yeah, it's
I'd
bronze.
say bronze.
Bronze.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
Bronze,
but yeah, that
bronze.
was a lot. Georgia definitely took off the team there.
I said I'm going to take my maternity leave, perhaps in like Thailand for a month soon.
Excellent. You'll just see me working with George on my back.
That's
Childcare.
So I don't know how many staff have you got now. So you started out on your own.
Yeah,
eight.
just
Is that with you two?
No.
That plus you two. Not got enough fingers.
7.
And then that's 9. Yeah, 8 plus those 10.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
That's
because that's one thing we never
That
thought
is-
we'd have to do with stuff.
I
don't know what we thought we were going to do. To be
So I think, to be fair, like George and stuff, like it's all
getting pregnant was probably a
a
blessing
blessing because we couldn't have carried on like we were doing.
No.
we would have done,
But we would have probably done, yeah.
and we'd have just closed for 2 weeks a year, and then
So just
Killed
it
ourselves
forced
the
you,
rest
it
of the
forced
year.
you into taking a different
Yeah.
route.
yeah,
Although it is nice now, we are going to start doing the odd Sunday,
Right?
like maybe like
Working
once
this
a month.
Sunday.
Or, so we're open
open this
Sunday,
Sunday.
guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh
are.
good,
Me and
because that's my
George are
day
doing
off,
it
that,
together.
and I always think, oh, I'd like to
So
take a
yeah,
body, but
we're
what time you open?
10.
10.
you're.
I'm at work. I'm alright. I'm not at work. I work at 11.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
And I,
So we could get Big and Vinny down, and we could have.
we're going back. We'll have breakfast here on Sunday
Let me know
We'll have our
when
weekly
it's
meeting here.
Yeah. instead of both. Yeah.
Kiko, do you know Kiko? Kiko Torres. We interviewed him the other day. He's coming down. We'll introduce you to him. Pablo Escobar's former hairdresser.
Stop.
No,
Honestly,
lives in Ebden Bridge.
no, he lives in Ebden Bridge.
Yeah, he's.
But
We've got a podcast coming out of him, an interview like this, and we've named it Hitman or Hairdresser.
what are you going to name this one?
We're going to name this The Girls from the Goat.
The girls from the goal.
No, we're going to call it The Erotic Goat
I knew
Interview.
that
you were gonna call it
The Erotic Goat Interview.
We do get called goat ladies. I walk past the little boy.
He kept saying to people, "Oh, we're going to go and do Goat Girls." I'm like, we need to stop saying that. So we do it Goat Girls on sofa.
We're still filming here.
Oh,
It's gonna
you
have
did. You
bit of
did. That's what you
editing.
kept saying. You
Um,
kept saying.
yeah, so, all right, then. So back to, like, the name, The Excited Goat. I know the story because I've asked. Go on,
Come on,
tell us
guys,
the story.
take it
Tell
away.
us the
Right,
story.
Everyone knows the story.
And everyone needs to pay attention,
Pay
because I'm
attention.
not telling anyone
She
ever
loves
again.
it.
Listen,
Right.
children, she's going to tell
We
the
were
story.
researching the history of coffee, and there's a legend
Got
that a goat herder called Calde discovered coffee because his goats were getting very excited, and he noticed that they were eating berries off a bush. So he picked the berries, he took them to the local monks, they brewed them, drank them, and they found it kept him awake at night through the nighttime prayers. And then the berries turned out to be coffee beans.
Which
So
are cherries, aren't
The
they?
cherries, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was the excited
Are they?
goats
Yeah.
that found
It's
the
funny
coffee.
because that's the full long story version. When it's rammed, really busy, and someone asks us, the monks don't get a look in.
There was goat herders. I was like,
So
excited. We get berries off a bush, it was coffee beans. And then you're like, back to
So
it.
I'd just like to say to everybody, it's not just a shit podcast. Sometimes it's educational.
Educational.
Most of the time it's
How
true.
they from Ethiopia?
From Ethiopia, yeah.
We are going to get some t-shirts saying podcast, probably the shittest podcast in the
Yeah.
world.
Oh, I like
So-
that.
Except for the goat episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And you're both into fitness stuff, aren't you?
Yes.
Mad. Have you just run 50k?
You're like Forrest Gump, you keep running.
You've just done
Yeah,
50k.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
That's mental.
Yeah.
You know you can get cars and buses and stuff.
Yeah.
Just can't afford petrol at the moment.
No, I can't.
It's just run
I just,
everywhere.
I'm just running
And
out.
you're
Yeah.
super strong, aren't you?
I was at one point.
No, she still is. This lady can
Ridiculously.
pull ups
But-
for fun.
The weights you used to lift as well.
That,
You
yeah,
still
that I
do.
do.
She's being
I like to do
modest.
that. I don't like to run. I tried
did-
it once with Georgia.
I did force her to do a half.
I did a half
with
marathon.
Renee.
Big
And then I
enough,
gave
innit?
up.
I can't think how worse than running.
One that
I'm a
actually,
bit
I
like
am
that.
running Leeds Marathon mid-May for a homeless charity.
Okay.
All right.
So what's the homeless charity called?
Happy Days.
Happy Days.
Happy Days.
And how can people sponsor you?
Yeah, but I've only done the online, like Just Give It. So
Right.
I need to print out a form and put it in the shop because I think more people want
Oh,
to do
you
like
get loads of
cash.
sponsors, don't
I
they?
know,
Yeah.
I need to do it. But it's
Yeah.
a really good charity as well to get
You
that.
can literally come in Monday, Tuesday, Happy Days, Wednesday, Thursday, Happy
Oh,
Days.
yay.
Sorry.
And which one of you does this foot modelling?
Gemma.
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 I might
Gemma's
I've
a
lost,
model.
I've lost too many toenails due to running. Gemma.
Yeah, actually, the running
Gemma
career's
has to take
ruined
one
her
for the team. Mine are
Well,
ruined.
We
What
were
website
talking
can
about
people
this
find your feet
previously.
at?
Footfetish.com.
Oh, footfetish.com.
It's gone international, not the UK.
OnlyFans.
See, I'm only a size 2. People are into that.
It's a niche.
And you size 2 feet.
Yeah, I don't know how she stood up.
Same size as my sister, that. Sister's
Our
a size
sister.
2.
Oh, yeah.
Size 2 feet. Really.
Yeah, she's not
It's good, isn't it? You
It's
can
not
buy
like-
kids stuff. It's cheap,
Exactly.
isn't
Oh
it?
yeah, it's cheap.
Brilliant.
kids trainers.
Telling you, it starts on my feet.
I what size are your feet?
Well, they're 7s, but my feet don't fit.
Right,
They're
too
too
big,
big.
too
You're
small.
6.
Two.
But you get right cheap shoes in sale.
I know.
Yeah.
Because they're always in sale, aren't they? Not
Like-
because my
Well,
boys' shoes, you know.
and I can get kids most
Yeah.
of the time. So yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
What
I'm a
size
little
feet are
feet.
you? Don't feel left out.
I'm not.
You're a
willing
9.
to- I'm a 9.
Oh, you're a
I'm
9.
not
Willing to have a 9.
He's a 9. He's a 9
Well, I was
because I
going to say, I'm
supply
not
him
willing to say, but then he.
I
told
supply
everyone.
his better shoes than his crappy Nikes.
Yeah, I'm not wearing them.
Your barefoot shoes. Wear your
I need
barefoot
to come
shoes.
into your shop. I need to come
Barefoot shoes.
Yeah,
Vivo
Vivo
barefoot.
barefoot.
Oh, they're them weird toes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no, they haven't got.
They're ergonomic.
They haven't got the like individual toe things. These are the original ones which allow
Have
your
you
feet
seen
to
them
move.
ones where they look so creepy?
No, they're not like that. These are
They're
nice.
meant to be really good for your feet.
They are good.
Yeah,
They're brilliant.
no woman who runs like trails in there.
In there?
They're like Corvette. Yeah, mental.
She was in
We've
my
got
shop.
we've got trail shoes and stuff
Amy
like that.
should watch
Yeah, she read about a calf certainly when she
Yeah.
first started wearing them, and then she's like, "But yeah, because you're obviously yeah,
Vivo barefoot available at Frank and Jasper.
sponsored by Frank and Jasper and the erotic
Brilliant,
dogs."
love it. So have you? Obviously, you're employing people now. Is it gonna? Are you looking at it differently with like national insurance charges and stuff like that, or is that not really gonna?
There are some. I mean,
There's costs coming
there's
up,
a
isn't
lot,
there?
There's big costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
honest. Like, not that we bury our heads at all, but I just see it as more. It is what it is, and
Yeah.
like we've just had
I've
to
not. People keep saying, "How's the budget going to affect you?" I'm like, honestly, I've not watched it.
negatively.
Because what's the point?
but
Because I know it's going to have
it
a
is what it
negative
is. And,
impact.
it
Yeah.
is.
I don't need to sit and dwell
We
over
have
it.
just had to put the prices up a little bit, which
Yeah.
we really did hold off on doing for ages. But like literally, if we hadn't done it, we wouldn't be here next week.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because I still really do want to do it affordable for locals and
Yeah.
regulars.
Yeah,
You know what I
But
mean?
people
We
understand.
like,
Well,
we don't take the
That's
piss,
why it's
like,
important to support local businesses, and that's why we do
Yeah.
these, and we want
Like
people
we've-
coming in.
We've
Yeah.
not put our price up in 2 years, and then
No.
like we've had meetings with the accountant, and she's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"You need to."
And people as well.
People understand
But the
hopefully,
thing
and
is, you're
we've
constantly
tried.
getting emails, like coffee's gone up, there's a big coffee shortage, and then COVID in other countries is
Everything
coffee,
changed through
like-
COVID. They just
But
took it as a chance to
now
talk
it's
double
back again,
everything. I know.
apparently. So like they're having issues getting the coffee, so the price of that's gone up, the price of chocolate's gone up.
Our like water bill
everything.
has like more than quadrupled.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because
That's a new
Yorkshire
thing
Water
which I
have
wasn't
decided
aware
that their
about.
surcharge
Yeah.
is going to be one
It's
of the
hard,
highest
isn't it?
in
And
the
it's
UK.
hard out there, so we
It's just
really
you can't
try.
win as a small business. Like,
No.
Yeah, small
Well,
business.
well,
do
everything's against you,
everything
innit?
can.
yeah.
And even when people come in and say, "Oh, it's always packed," there," and people go, "Oh, they must be making a fortune," but you're not, are you?
It's like
You're just
You might-
about you're paying your wages,
and
and
that's the thing,
yeah,
because you've got all your wages, you've got all your stock, everyone's
Yeah.
putting their prices up that's selling to you, like, but you're not really putting prices up, so it's not
Yeah.
reflecting. So
Like, yeah,
it's a lot. Like I'd say only the last few months
Has it been
it's
like
really like
whoa.
gone up.
But this is
Everything.
this is like
Like,
Gordon
End
said.
of the tax year.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
business
since
tax
the
year.
beginning of this year, we have been quite pummeled with a lot of different
lot.
things, if I'm completely
Yeah.
honest. But we are just trying. Stop it.
I didn't think we were going to get into that kind of stuff.
You can't say
How,
things like that.
how was your boyfriend anyway?
That's it.
Lord above. I walked into that one. To be
You
fair.
did.
Totally did.
Well, I told you we wouldn't need to set them up.
I have no idea what I was talking about. Oh,
Pummeling.
It's a massive
just pummeling
all
you.
the people pummeling us, yeah.
Been pummeled from all sides. Everybody's had a bath.
Literally all angle.
Literally,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, but we.
It's
yeah.
a difficult. This is a mad industry. Is this
Mm.
really hard work?
Yeah.
Like well, I know I said it, but I jacked mine in for that reason. I was like, I was like, whoa, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Do love it though. Like the hardest bit really is kind of the before and after stuff that you don't.
The hardest bit is making any money.
Do you know what? Until we had to VAT register, we were all right.
Yeah, and
The
then
VAT
yeah.
is a killer because the problem with it is, especially in this industry, obviously in certain industries it's 20%, as probably people may know, and then you claim back, but we can't claim back like on anything pretty much. Obviously we can claim back about electric and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's like
It's
coffee,
minimal.
food, it's very
Like
minimal.
warm food, you've got to charge that on. Cold food, you don't
Yeah.
have to. Is that right? And
So
it's
there's
just
so many loops.
Yeah.
It's very
luxury
com-
products, but not so you think like chocolate is a luxury
But
product,
it's
but
not.
not all chocolate has
So we
VAT
can't
applicable.
claim-
So
we can't claim anything back.
it's
So
really
you're getting these
complicated,
like massive charges, and
We
then you can't
basically
claim.
can't claim.
But we
anything
just,
back.
yeah, it is what it is type thing.
am I right in thinking that you can go to and say, look, and can you do 7% or 14%?
No,
or
so
something?
with
Is it
that,
12.5
so you can
now?
do a flat rate scheme,
Yeah.
which is what we've been advised to do because
Yeah.
we can't claim anything back. So your overall percentage is lower
Yeah.
that you pay, but you
Can't.
don't even have an option
No,
to
no.
claim anything
But
back.
it's still obviously a very
But
high.
at the 20%, at the normal one,
Yeah, this is what I think.
we wouldn't have won anyway.
The
because
VAT thing is difficult.
Again, this is things that like you stand there, don't you, and you're like, hi everybody, and you really love everyone. And yeah, when you're in a shop, whatever industry you're in, when you're dealing with public, and people don't realise that in the back of your mind you're going, fuck.
Yeah.
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 You're all
Or
right,
like
yeah.
you get an email, you're like, oh, not another one. I do
And
like
you get when you get those brown envelopes, and you
No,
go,
I'm like,
I'm just gonna have to
if
go
it was
to
a brown
loo
envelope,
before
I
I.
was like, please don't give me another brown envelope, not another brown envelope.
It's
I was like,
awful.
say fucking to the fridge. So
Yeah. Yeah, someone passes it, I'm like, oh, you've got a thing from HMRC. I'm like,
Brilliant.
oh, no.
And
like 9 o'clock in the morning,
it
I've got a
genuinely
whole day
scares
to
you,
get-
doesn't it?
Oh my god, it
Genuinely,
could be anything.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
From like, you owe us nothing to, you owe us £65,000.
Yeah.
It's like a just
Got
opening a
that
brown
bit,
envelope.
tax
Who knew
bill,
that could be a
personal tax
roller coaster on its own? You're like that. Oh no, I don't owe them all. Oh, but next year I do.
Yes. It's just insane. Like,
Have a drink.
I just can't even get my head around it, honestly.
No,
like,
I
how
don't
much
care
money they
to.
want from you.
Actually,
Yeah,
probably
it's
get
crazy,
comfortable
innit?
while we're here.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Nothing.
Because it would make more sense to do it, say, off profit or whatever, but it's not. It's
Yeah,
not. So you
that
can
is off
not-
sales.
It's just
It's
sales.
irrelevant.
And do
So
you
is
know-
it,
and do you know
it's
what?
just so it's off your turnover.
It's
Yeah,
off your
literally
turnover.
turnover.
That's mental.
It's mental.
Are you
Mental.
too limited?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's yeah.
So you'll have corporation tax as well.
And personal tax.
And per-
So just that being pummeled with 3
Pummeled.
massive
Pummeled.
bills.
But so it's like you said,
They're pummeled by the government and not in a good way.
And absolutely not in a good way.
they go off your sales, don't they?
Sales, yeah.
That's
so yeah.
mad.
So but yeah, Amazon and places like that, they don't go off the sales.
It's just,
So
yeah.
what Amazon does is it takes massive loans out and offsets it because the rate of repaying the loans is cheaper
It's
than
cheaper than
paying
yeah,
tax.
Yeah.
But you can do it when you're
when
pulling
you're that
that.
big,
So,
yeah.
you know what I
When
mean?
you've
But
got you can pay people to fiddle it for you.
Well, that's it. Rich people can pay people to fiddle it for them.
Yeah.
That's why they don't care about us, and that's why they hate small businesses because
So-
they know small
so-
businesses
so-
have to
Just
pay.
insane.
conclusion
Yeah.
we've come to is small businesses get pummeled and they get fiddled.
Yeah,
Either way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think we should finish on that.
But
Yeah.
they won't break us.
They will not break us.
No.
No.
We love
No.
it too
Because so
much.
many people would be like, well, we'll just have to shut.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It's
no,
not an
absolutely
option.
not happening.
No, that makes it that makes it so you are proper
There's ways around
business
it.
people,
Yeah, we might have to
slightly
work
mental,
longer,
like you
harder,
need to be.
Yeah.
No, you've got.
faster. I don't know.
I've come
Just
to a
have to do like the
conclusion.
odd Sunday, like because we shot on a Sunday at the minute, which is a nice day off for us to have together, etc. But you know, we are lucky though in a respect that we have options to
Yeah.
be able to make. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
open some Sundays, or we would like to do an evening.
Yeah.
And
Are you going to
stuff
try and
like
do
that.
those Sundays on your own? So it's just you two?
No,
There'll
we've
be-
got staff with us, but we'll do it.
I just wondered if you were going to try and make a day where you're not having to pay out
I
stuff.
just don't think.
Oh, I don't we
Two of us
literally
would be able
could
to do
just
it.
two of us, unless we were back over there.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure we could do that.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. how
But
else
no,
to do
we'll.
it.
But it's nice in a sense because we get to work together.
Yeah, it's nice.
Because
to
basically
dialogue.
the weekdays that we work are based around my childcare.
Yeah.
So that, and we always want one of us here. We don't want none of us to ever not
No,
be
well,
here.
that's one of the good things, isn't it? When it works,
It
there's always
just
one of
means
you
that
in.
we don't get to work
Definitely.
together now.
Yeah.
But that is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
You just
generally,
have to
whoever's working there, the other person is walking through the door with 16,000 little bags. and
I was going to say every time.
You never know.
One of,
So
yeah,
I always see
yeah. There's always someone walking around. One of you.
Yeah.
I walked past and saw Gemma in the window over there. She's like,
I just come back from Costco.
oh,
Costco.
and Joe's going, no, I didn't know Gemma were working. I went,
She's not.
No.
But that's what you do when you run your own business,
of
isn't it?
course it is,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, it
You
is.
literally do not get a day off unless you fuck off out of the country.
We didn't then. We
I
were
did.
getting. Do you know what? Right? I'm telling this story.
Yeah, you can
telling
because
it,
it
right.
was really mean.
So we closed for a week last June.
Oh, you went on holiday, didn't you?
We went
together?
on
Holiday.
We
Me, Georgia,
chose-
Scott, and
all
George.
regulars were fine about it, and like
Put a
we
sign
just
in the
need
window.
to-
Put a sign on social media weeks in advance saying we are closed for a week for a holiday. The end.
Like we're a
Went
small
on
business
holiday.
family. Yeah.
Got an email. Sat in some lounger email. You have a 1-star review. Like
How? We're not open.
we got a 1-star review from a random person for being closed on a Saturday when there was a sign in the window saying we've gone on holiday and we'd had it on social media. I'm like,
Yeah.
how can you rate us 1 star when you've not been
I said to
Was
Gemma,
that, is that on Google?
Yeah.
And you cannot get them
No, you
removed?
can't.
You can't.
I said to Gemma, she must like the decor.
I
She
said-
gave us
yeah.
1 star.
She
like,
looked through the window. That's what
I'll
the
give them a
star was
star.
for. She just liked how it looked.
I've got
How many is
4.9 stars on my
That's
on
us,
Totally
yeah.
Screwed, right? Because
Yeah,
one
she
person
took it down.
came in and went,
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant, got everything I needed, 4 stars.
Yeah, but like, what more do you want?
And I went,
Literal love.
I just put
I'll
a thing
make you give me
saying,
a
please
try."
explain to me how I can get 5 stars next time because that'd be really helpful. You know what I mean? I thought,
Yeah.
No, some people are just arseholes, aren't
I mean, you're never going to please everyone, are you? Like,
I can't say that.
What?
Say some
they? You
people
told me
are
not to
arseholes.
swear.
No, arseholes is swearing.
You fool.
That's another pound. That's a
No,
swear
So
word.
Paul said fuck. I was going to say, why are we not meant to
Yeah,
swear?
but he's got a swear jar. It's going to charity.
And we
We're
have
on about
seen
40
that.
grand.
and it'll go towards that.
And these
Yeah,
people
but
who,
just giving.
I know, well, these people who put shitty reviews on, I don't think they realise how personally you take it, do you?
Oh,
I
I
live
know,
in
it's
dread
so
when we
bad.
get email like.
Yeah.
Because that was so ridiculous. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
that's
It doesn't bother me that in a way.
That's
I know it did knock us
ridiculous, but-
down, but if someone read that, they'd be like, "All right, it's not a negative
That's stupid,
review."
they've
though,
not
do
even
you know
edited
what
No,
I
it's just,
mean?
I must admit, I read reviews, and if they're generally good reviews, and then someone's gone on and put something really nasty on, I think, oh, he's an arsehole for writing a
Yeah.
review. You know,
You can
usually.
Yeah.
tell when it's.
But I think some people as well would never give a 5-star review because
They do, like,
it would have to be literal perfection.
Well,
get
that's why they
5
started
stars,
using
so-
5 stars, you know, instead of 10. Because they
Oh,
used to
with-
do everything out of 10, didn't they?
yeah.
And
But it's
people
quite
and,
hard to
and
get out
people
of 10 though,
and
you just
people
go
would say,
9,
"Oh, I
yeah,
would never
right.
give 10 out of 10
Right.
ever." So, but then that's why they put it to 5 stars because
Oh,
people will
interesting.
give 5.
Because
I know what you
get
mean,
like
actually.
the most
Yeah.
amazing comments and stuff. They literally couldn't speak more highly of you, but then 4 stars.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
But you're never going to please everyone, are you?
No.
But yeah,
And it is
the
only
day
a
you get
pretend
bad
world,
review,
isn't it,
it's
on
gonna
there?
be like,
Yeah,
Heartbreaking.
it will break my heart
Yeah.
because we really. I mean, hopefully it shows like we.
and
do
even
care.
now when I get like we had an email today saying you've got a new
I know, I'm
review,
like,
and I almost dare to swipe down to see how many stars it is. So I'm like, oh, I'm scared that it's like 5 stars. Like, oh,
Thank God.
No, it's
Yeah.
great. I mean, it's great because it shows you care. But I say, I think some people just don't think when they're doing it.
no.
They don't think when they're doing it, and
I think especially is how much bad reviews affect a small business
Yeah.
as well.
Mhm.
It's like someone like Amazon. Do you know what I mean? They don't care.
No.
It's convenient when you use it, but
And they've got the thing as well, haven't they? They just say like that. They go, "Oh, it's not our problem; it's the seller's problem," you know. So they pass you off, and
yeah,
it's faceless, isn't it?
yeah,
There's no,
yeah,
you know.
exactly.
Whereas in here, or
Yeah,
any business,
but
they
for
come
a
in,
small
don't they?
business, to put bad reviews on.
yeah, for
Like, yeah, it
for
does-
fairly petty reasons as well. I mean,
Yeah.
the shoulder get it and all that, and pubs I think probably get it worse than cafes.
Oh,
but
definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you look at cafes, restaurants, anything to do with food and hospitality,
Yeah.
hotels. pettiest things.
Yeah.
Pettiest things. If you look at like if you start looking at holidays and they go, there's always people.
Yeah, but you
going,
know, I know,
You
like
do
when
know,
it's being
don't you?
ridiculous or
Yeah.
whatever. Now, obviously looking at it, but I think obviously when you've worked in hospitality as well, you are. I can tell it's hilarious. If someone's sat in here, I can tell if they work in hospitality.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Just
Yeah.
just
The way they
even
are,
stack
the way they
their
stack the
stuff,
plates.
Yeah.
anything,
Like when they
like,
finish the way they are with you.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely think everyone in their lifetime should have to work in hospitality for a period of time.
Well,
Just to work with people and know how
Yeah.
mean people can be to you.
Well,
so
I'm
that you're
lucky
not
here.
then that mean person.
We are
to-
very lucky here, though.
Yeah, we are.
With
to be
the
fair.
with we
We've-
get such that
we've-
everyone's
we've
really
very,
really
very
nice.
rarely like.
Very
I can
rarely.
probably think of maybe 2 occasions where we've had rude people
Yeah.
But we round
And
here
that's
it's
in, like,
lovely.
over 2 years.
Yeah.
So
We are very lucky.
I'm
here.
same in shop. I've had
We
2
have been
people that I
lucky.
can think that I've thrown out. That's it.
I've never got as far as throwing anyone out.
No.
Oh no,
Oh
actually.
no,
You did.
I did.
I
I
was
did.
pregnant. I wasn't
Yeah, I was
allowed
like,
to be
Gemma,
involved.
stay behind the back. You're gonna have to take one for the team.
Yeah.
Ron thinks I'm the nice one.
I had a
Yeah.
guy come in and he said, have you got this? I said, I can't remember what it was. No, I said, I don't think I have. I had a look round. I did everything I could to try and find him an alternative. And I went, well, I went to Mountain Wild and I've been to you. It's back to Amazon for me. So I just fuck off then.
Yeah.
Pushed him out the door. And I said, don't come back.
No,
Don't say Amazon word in my shop. And,
No.
no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
the only time I took anyone out is if they don't like my dog.
Oh my god, yeah.
I had a woman come in and she was like, oh. I went, if you don't like dog, leave.
Yeah, leave. Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh.
It's
Never
he's part of his
trust a
shop.
person who doesn't like a
He's
dog.
his main partner, isn't
Well, it's
Jasper, you are the
his main
shop.
attraction.
Jasper, yes you are.
he? 60% shareholder.
And I can pay him in kibble. It's brilliant.
Oh, do you not even get chicken?
Hey, do you know what? Is there anything else you want to, talk about?
Just like thank you, I guess. I know as cliche as it sounds, maybe because we've
To
been
all your
welcomed
customers and-
into
yeah.
Yeah, we have
Community with,
because
like,
I would
open
say
arms.
Hebden Bridge is very like community minded and stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're not from Hebden Bridge, so to start a business in Hebden Bridge,
Yeah.
I can see why people might be a bit like. I'm not saying it's like a local. Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, because you
But you don't. It's like a local.
and you
person
picked a
who has
business
that.
where a lot of people have regular haunts anyway. So to come in cold
And there's a lot of
and
coffee
to
shops
and to
stuff.
gain what
Like,
you know
when we were
the following that you have.
When we were
I've-
starting
I've-
the other shop and we were painting outside, there were a few like
Another
comments
cafe.
Oh,
where
another
they were
cafe.
people-
Oh, another
yeah,
cafe.
I've
yeah.
never ever
Yeah.
seen.
We're gonna
I've
be
never seen.
different, guys.
I've never
Yeah.
seen you. I've never seen a place just hit the ground running like you did.
And I think the name helped.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's a really clever name because it's not just a coffee shop name or it's not,
Yeah, yeah.
And that excited go. People go, what's that about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they and I must admit when it went, I was looking at it.
It looks
I'm gonna
quite
have to
vintage as well, does that?
I'll have to have a go at that. But then when you go in and it's good and you guys were there and you think, oh, this is a nice place. It's a nice atmosphere.
Yeah.
I think as well, like
And opening early, I think we're a genius, stroke of genius.
Reminds me of Bernie
Yeah.
Eames, that.
Honestly, I do because nobody wants to open a
That
coffee
means
shop
you've
before
got to
9 o'clock in
remember.
Hebden.
no,
That
but
means
you
I'm
do
really
get a
old.
lot. We get a lot of people.
Yeah.
Everyone
Bernie
knows that
Eames.
I'm more of a pushover.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Generally,
Pointless,
it's like
isn't it?
8 o'clock, you can't
How old
Yeah.
are you?
I know. I think that's a brilliant move. That because everywhere in Hebden,
It's a sleepy
Oh, it's a
town.
very
Yeah.
sleepy town.
Yeah,
Hebden. School
but it-
holidays, you're dead
Yeah.
in the morning, aren't you?
Yeah.
the amount of people I see like walking past my shop if I'm there at like early doors at like 9 o'clock, and the people go, where can you get a coffee in this town at the
Yeah,
moment?
Yeah.
And when you opened, a lot of the locals, and I say people who were dropping the kids off at school and everything, they all
Yeah,
used to
you do
go
get
in.
that.
Yeah,
You
you
do
do.
get
Yeah.
that.
And once they start coming and they start telling their friends, that's how I think
Yeah.
you've done so well. It's been brilliant. It
I
really
can't
has.
believe you open at 7 o'clock. It's amazing. 7 a.m.
Don't you start that stuff.
7 till
Although
7.
we get here at like 7, just before 7, and there have been people coming at 7:10.
I'm saying,
You've
I
got-
was just saying, no, I am way more of a pushover. So I'm more of a pushover in the morning. You're more of a pushover at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, I'll let people in at 5 to me.
See, I don't
I'm
at the
like,
end of
close
the
in
day.
5 minutes, but I might hoof around you as long as you don't care.
But
Yeah.
I'm
Whereas
like,
Georgia will be like,
I'm a
"You are
pushover in the morning, but people know that, so they know who they can. That was Gemma, maybe not.
We'll ask. We'll just go sit down.
I
We'll
sometimes pop my head in and Gemma's there and shit. I go, are you alright, Gemma? She goes, I'll just say hello. Say hello.
Say hello.
Like I'm causing more.
It does. He walks past and goes, oh, Jem, no.
I don't
George
do
is
that.
in. George is in. I can go in.
No, you both.
I know when
you
you're.
do. You do.
I know when
Don't
you're
listen to
working.
him.
I know when you're working because he texts me. I might go at like 8:05. I'm like, oh, brilliant,
Yeah.
well done.
Do I really?
it all the
At
time.
8:05?
Yeah.
When I'm at work. Because
You're never at
I
work.
open at 8.
You're never at work though.
No, it's
Yeah, most days we are full by 8:30.
Yeah.
People go, oh, what time do you open? Like 8:30.
9.
Yeah, I know. They'll come in at 8:15. You're quiet still. I'm like, yeah, we're not actually open.
Yeah, yeah. And people are like, why don't you change it to 8? I'm like, because sometimes we need that
It's a
half an
buffering
hour.
zone. It's a
buffer
nice
zone, yeah.
buffering zone.
Do you know?
I'll
No,
let you in if I'm
and don't
ready,
do
if
it because
not.
people will come at 2:15.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
Like
They
we're
will.
going to end
They
up
will.
having to rock up at work
Half.
at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
yeah. I'll be like, I'll be in on 3 a.m.
I think
at 6.
I told you, didn't I? I used to have a service manager when I had a car place, and he would let people. The service department opened at, I think it was at 8 o'clock to start with,
Yeah.
and he would. When he was always in early, and he used to take customers' keys off them. So they were starting coming at like 7:15, and then it started getting to 7:30.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I said, just stop it now. I said, otherwise you're going to be open at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So, because people, there's always someone who think, oh, I'll go in there, I'll just drop.
It
Yeah.
depends what you've got to do in the morning. If you've had a mental day the day before,
Yeah, it
you've
just
not got that
depends.
much prep done, you need that time in the morning
Yeah.
to get your prep done. Otherwise, you're just behind all day.
Yeah.
aren't you? But
It's odd though, isn't it, when you get like weirdos staring through when
I tell you
Hey,
what's
what
right,
do?
it's
When they
the
rattle
way to
door.
work, and
Do you
you've got
know-
to
do you
leave
know-
lights
do you know
off
what
the
it
front
is?
door,
Yeah,
because
you do
people are
actually
trying to
don't.
get in.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? I start work at normal time. I'm not an Ebden time. So like when I come here and I'm like, oh fucking hell, I can get a coffee, great. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
well that's what I'm saying. It's
Like,
an
everyone-
advantage
you
of
know,
it.
you
We
get
don't
you
mind
get part timers, don't you? And
Yeah, to be
And-
fair, I never
But
turn
I
anyone.
start at 10.
It's only
You
7.
don't, do you?
I start at 10.
you start at 11.
I start
What did you just say?
11 on a Sunday.
That's Sunday.
There you
It's
go.
Sunday.
So
We
11 on a
can't
Sunday.
talk, we rarely open.
I start at 10.
No, but like
And I shut when I'm bored.
He starts at 10.
So
Finishes
shut when I'm bored.
he starts at 10. Finishes at 12,
Fuck it.
and he's only there 4 days.
I mean, I must admit, we've not written the opening times outside
We
because if I
don't.
really have lost the will to
Don't.
live.
Don't. If they're not on door, they can't
Yeah,
hold
no,
you
I
to it.
know.
Yeah, they can't hold you to
I
it.
love Mark's at Ted's. I'll
Yeah,
get back
so
this weekend.
tomorrow.
They came
Get back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got
but they put
Ted's.
like close at 4-ish.
Yeah,
Ish,
like-
yeah.
I'm like, fair enough.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we might stay open later. I'm like, how often does that happen?
But yeah, just thank you, really.
Yeah.
And you guys as well.
No, thank you for letting us do it because we want to promote local businesses and it's great that you've been a success. But we do also want to remind people to keep using you
Yeah, yeah.
and to keep coming in because it's not easy, is it? It's times have
not
been hard. That
easy.
road shut in, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
well, like
I mean,
you say,
but that's
water bills
where,
going
like,
up.
the locals been our regulars. It's been a blessing.
It's been a
for us
blessing
'cause
for you,
it
hasn't it?
didn't
Yeah.
really,
No, it didn't.
touch wood, impact us that much.
Yeah.
No.
Because everyone's in walking distance. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's
we're
nicer
very
for us
lucky.
that way. That we
Yeah.
like know everyone.
Yeah. So keep
Yeah.
coming.
Little
Keep
community.
coming. We'll let you in at 8
Yeah, like,
Most
even
days.
Gemma will.
most days.
Gemma warm.
I might.
Is that yeah?
Are
Brilliant.
we done?
I think so.
Yeah.
We've done that.
Well, thank you very
for
much.
that. Yeah, cheers for that. And
Cheers, guys. Thank
Yeah.
you very much for letting us do it. Thank you.
Jasper, it's like, come here.
Pub Jasper.
Yeah,
You wanna go pub?
can you turn it off?
Want some
I
wine?
can't. I don't know how you do it.
Do that. Don't wave
What
it. Eh?
What do you do?
Do that. Don't you? Bet you can't see me. I'm too far away.
I'll tell you what.
How far away?
Outtake.